Nelson Mandela Bay plagued by crime wave amid police investigation of Swartkops River tragedy. The Eastern Cape community of Nelson Mandela Bay is reeling from a series of violent incidents, including the recent horrifying discovery at Swartkops River. On a chilling Wednesday night, police responded to emergency calls after heart-wrenching cries alerted bystanders to a grim situation. Two men were found in the water, bound at the hands and feet. Despite valiant rescue efforts, both foreign nationals succumbed to their tragic fate, prompting a rigorous police inquiry and highlighting the region's escalating security crisis. In a prompt address by Captain Sandra Janse van Rensburg, the tragedy marked the opening of two murder investigations. The immediate aftermath saw intensified police patrols, especially in light of a crippling power outage plaguing a third of the city and rendering streetlights inoperative. Within this turmoil, Eastern Cape Premier Oscar Mabuyane and Nelson Mandela Bay Mayor Gary van Niekerk are abroad, while at home, ANC Nelson Mandela Bay Ward 19 Councillor Gamalieli Makula suffered gunshot wounds during a robbery, all underscoring a metro under siege. Alarmingly, the spike in violent crimes, including armed robberies and gang-related activities, has provoked a desperate plea from the South African Human Rights Commission monitor, Christian Martin, for a state of emergency and a curfew to reclaim peace. Echoing Martin's concerns, the Nelson Mandela Bay Civil Society Coalition, an assembly embracing diverse groups from church leaders to business chambers, penned an urgent appeal for a state of disaster declaration and a robust safety and security task force to counter the surge in criminal activities threatening the community's well-being. In response, National Police spokesperson Brigadier Athlenda Mathe acknowledged the challenges, confirming the deployment of 301 police officers to the area, a move criticized by Yusuf Kassim of the Democratic Alliance as insufficient and routine. The tragedies and turmoil in Nelson Mandela Bay expose the dire need for effective governance and immediate response to the deteriorating safety of its residents. As citizens and officials alike voice their demands for action, the pressure mounts on the South African government to address a situation that bears heavily on the human rights and economic vitality of the Eastern Cape's largest metro. Thank you for choosing Satori News.